Hey guys, Drew here. I hope you can hear me with the generator in the background, but I wanted to make a little update on everything I got going on and growing. I'm still using the wood stove to cook on periodically. I'd collected a whole bunch of pine pitch today and was experimenting on heating it up and filtering it out to use it for different things. But other than that, the generator is working well in tandem with the solar panel and solar power station. I still have some plants in pots and clam baskets here. I've got some yellow milkweed that I had propagated quite a lot. This is the potato mint. Propagated that quite a bit too. Still collecting rainwater, as you can see. I've been watering with that periodically when I can. Still renovating the old camper, and still kind of dirty and slow going, but yeah, it's been good. I've been able to have a nice cool place to sleep. Say hi, pretty Anna. She's hungry, so I gotta feed her. But yeah, I've been working pretty much every day, and it's good because I'm slowly but surely moving forward with my plans in life. But yeah, I've been pretty busy. I don't know when this video will upload because I very rarely have internet connection, but I will upload as soon as I can to YouTube. I know this will be a little bit longer of a video, but this is the pink banana. I still have them in pots. They'll probably stay in pots over this winter, and then I'll replant them in the next spring. This is perennial peanut. I planted that to give it a chance to kind of take over this sandy area. I still have multiple ponds. This is actually right now my composting toilet situation. I essentially add carbon leaves to my toilet, and then they go in this big container, which I add more leaves to. This basket is just kind of like a carbon filter lid, and that works well. But I have made a little garden for the time being. I just filled these 5-gallon containers that I had from work. We had got new containers, and so I took the old ones. But this is pretty good soil. This is from right down the driveway where all the leaf litter kind of collects. You can tell that's pretty nice material to find on site, not having to buy soil. But yeah, I've got a little garden I've put together as you can see. I made some bed borders out of some vinyl that was here on this property, some vinyl siding, as well as some PV stakes that we use at work. And yeah, it's working well as a little border. I have this little screen door just to keep the neighborhood dog out. But I kind of threw together a little syntropic row here of key limes, papayas, and there's chufa and the kind of dryland water spinach, different than the super invasive aquatic one. But that's what's in here right now. The key limes are real small seedlings, and I'm gonna plant some greens, probably collards, in here as well in that row. Today I went around and collected a whole bunch of these southern magnolia seed pods in combo with a whole bunch of wildflower phytons and some different weeds, and I'm submerging them in water. As you can see, I'm gonna let it ferment, make some fertilizer, and then I also have quite a bit of magnolia leaves and oak leaves that I'm allowing to propagate some leaf mold, and I'll use that liquid as well to fertilize these beds, to inoculate the beds. But I planted some lima beans in this bed, and I'm not sure they're gonna come up because the lima beans were from Walmart, and the little test I did with a couple of the seeds, they sprouted but then they rotted, so we'll see about that. I'm gonna plant spring onions. I'm gonna plant some different herbs, but mainly focusing on some greens, so collard greens, kale, mustard greens, and tomatoes. But all that's in these bed areas are leaves of magnolia, oak, and also some pine straw, and then some woody material. I tried to source it all from some nice areas that had some fungal activity, and underneath all of that is just going to be the native sandy material, but it's pretty thick with the leaves. This is the Thai dwarf mulberry. It's still got leaves on it, and before long it'll probably drop its leaves until spring. But yeah, I'm excited to have a little bit of a gardening area for the time that I'm staying here. But I planted some lemongrass on this edge. Here I have a whole bunch of yellow Everglades cherry tomatoes. I have some more key lime seedlings, and then I'm gonna plant some herbs in these buckets, probably some basil, maybe some mint. I can go ahead and propagate some mint that I have. This yam right here, Discoria alata species that I foraged, started growing quite a lot. Started running around the fence. I'm hoping that I can keep that in propagation for the next foreseeable future. I really would like to have a good crop of that and keep propagating that out. There's so many cool yam species, and I'm only really familiar with a lot of which I've foraged in the last year or two, but I'd love to grow ube as well. The edge of prickly pear, or the spineless nopales opuntia cactus with the pineapple, and there's a little moringa tree there, but it's doing well. My dad had a jasmine plant that he wanted to see if I could propagate, or get it growing, and so it's still alive. I have to go through all this shell still and pick out some of the different trash, but yeah, I just wanted to share what I've got growing on in this moment. I also have a lot of this meat leaf from my friend Dustin propagated. I've got a whole bunch of cuttings, really interesting plant. And this Filipino Mexican tree pepper, which is super interesting. I had totally forgot what it actually was until my friend Dustin had reminded me, but really excited about this pepper. And it's pretty healthy and producing. So I should get some peppers before our first freeze, no problem. Looking forward to that. Yeah, that's pretty much a update on what I've got growing on. I'm really busy with work, but I'm still filming a lot with my phone. I just haven't had the best internet connection anywhere. I can always go into town to a coffee shop and upload, and that's what I may have to do here soon. But yeah, I've been taking a lot of video I've been trying to go on little adventures on my lunch breaks all around Cedar Key. Really love Cedar Key and the whole area. I always try to catch the sunrise in the morning before work there. It's beautiful. And I definitely plan on doing some fishing here soon. Probably will have to be on my lunch breaks, but been seeing a lot of shrimp, a lot of mullet, and those two foods right there would be great. I really enjoy both shrimp and mullet, and I just need to get a grill, a propane grill, which I plan on doing here soon too. But yeah, I hope the audio is okay and you can actually hear me between the air conditioner unit and the generator. I know it's kind of a lot of background sound, so I apologize for that. But yeah, everything's going well, moving forward. I am now in a situation where the majority of the income I save can be going directly to my property that I'll be buying. I'm still on the search for land. I want it to be close in this area of Levy County. But as for the first property that I buy, I'm kind of leaning towards a flooded, an area that's is subject to flooding, not only because of it'll be cheaper being an area where you can't legally build, but just in my experience and my knowledge so far, I feel that I can put in some pretty productive food systems in an area that floods or is subject to flooding seasonally, especially with some bananas and some other species that I have now a decent amount of experience with. But yeah, I think that'll be a good update so far, and more videos coming soon. If I can't film or upload the longer form videos, I'll have to stick with shorts, YouTube shorts. But that is what it is. I hope you guys are all having a good day, good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.